I have rated this content E for everyone. Hello Internet, welcome back to the Digital Age Monster Club. My name is Mark. This is Minecraft Monday. And last time I left off, I had just shown off my mining techniques to mine efficiently. So in between now and then, I've done a little more gathering of materials. So I've got diamond equipment, some redstone, enough bread to last me a while, made a clock. So I'm finally going to go after that desert temple today, but I'm also going to work on livestock for the farm. So first thing to do, it's a good idea, a clock is a good thing to build for yourself, which is it's going to be this exact same layout, but with gold ingots, not iron ingots, and it'll make you a clock. So if you do what I do, where you don't have any windows or negative spaces like what you do with this door to see outside of your base, or if you just like you're all the way down in the center of the earth, whatever, digging, and you want to come outside but you don't know whether it's day or night, clock is a great thing to carry around with you. Compass is a lot of fun. It will always point to your spawn point. So right now it's kind of doing that, but the thing that I use it for is a map. Ta-da! And the map is good because it shows your location and your start point once you turn it from empty map into an actual map. So this is map 0. But I can do this, or map, and then it goes to map 0. And now the area has expanded. And you can do this I think I can go one more. I'm not sure. I don't remember precisely. I'm going to try. And I find that to be more useful than actually a compass. The compass is a lot better if you're doing like you're going like a ways away, like outside the map zone, and you don't have a map for that area. Or you don't even have a map at all. So yeah, you make the paper from 3 sugar cane in a row the same way that you would do bread. Alright, can I do one more or no? Oops. So this is a huge area. I think that's 10,000 by 10,000 is how big that map is. And unfortunately, despite how much paper I've thrown into it, I don't think there's a zoom function in it. There isn't a zoom function, and there really should be. It's very disappointing, but I'll live. And that here. So I'm doing, I'm doing the livestock first, because I need a source of leather for all the books that I need to make for enchanting, and that's going to be my next video. So right now, my two things that I want to find first are going to be cows and ducks. Now cows are attracted by wheat, and you can lead them anywhere you want with wheat, and ducks are attracted by seeds. So that's also a good reason to get an actual wheat farm up and running, is if you manage to get those creatures, and you want to breed them for that kind of purpose, the ducks I get, or not the ducks, the chickens, jeez. The chickens I use for feathers. If you breed a lot of them, and then you just kill off half of them, and then breed again, and just kill off half, you're always going to have, a large amount that you're getting at any one time. So you'll be able to eventually rack up a lot of those resources that way. So look what I found. 2 cows. 3, 4 cows. So I forgot to build fences. I'm an idiot. Come on. Follow me. So, unfortunately, you do have to go kind of slow. The only other way to really move animals, well, there's 2 other ways. There's one that's some effort, and another one that's a lot of effort. So there's things called leads, which are basically like ropes that you attach to animals, and then you can drag that animal. The other thing that you can do, which is, it works, but it's absolutely annoying, you can basically wall in the animals and slowly force them along a path to where you want them to go. And I did that in one game once. Wow, did that take forever. Alright, so they're there. It's night. I'm gonna head back to my base, sleep, come back for them. Get them the rest of the way. And there's 3 sources of leather in this game. The first is cows. Second is horses, which can actually drop more, but it takes more effort to breed them. And the third is actually from fishing. You can actually fish up leather. So if you can't find any horses or cows, well, if you can't find cows, I recommend actually leaving and starting an outpost somewhere else where you can create cow or breed cows at. I mean, horses I can understand. They only spawn in like 2 biomes. But yeah, if you get stuck in like an ocean area, feel free to just go fishing. One, two, 3, and 4. Almost there. I'm gonna have to shovel this area out eventually. Anyways, I'm gonna start them off. So, fences are that's the gate. Fences are this configuration. All right. And then you're going to want a few gates as well. Let's see, so 2. Yeah. Alright, so that should do. There. Okay, and alright, full daylight. Alright. So I think I'll eventually I'll move it over into that this area right here, but just to start it off, I'm gonna be right here. So let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I forgot to grab an axe. Oh well. That. So the double fence here, or double gate here, is for the very simple reason of not having just one barrier to stop animals from getting out, especially if you try and leave with your their food source in your hand. It's a waste of use. So yeah, if you have a double gate, you can like pull them out individually. Like, I'll drag these guys here, switch to something they're not interested. Switch back to this. I've got their attention. I can drag them through. Back here. There we go. See? Already on our way. So yeah, if by some chance a animal does get past your first barricade, or your first gate, so they get in here, well, they're not getting out, because you still trap them, so it gives you a chance to like either just push them back in, or lead them back in, and then you're safe to go, and they're not getting out. So this is a basic like pendant area. I don't care for it that much because mobs can still get in, specifically spiders and slimes. So I actually go up higher. Spiders can jump onto... I think slimes can do at least one. I think they can do two. Spiders can do 3 blocks. But any fence count the top of the fence counts as 1.5 blocks. So most mobs can't normally jump over fences unless they're being held by another kind of block. Oh, and one very important thing, do remember to light up the area around or inside of your animal pen, because you do not want to have a fully stocked pen and walk in to get surprised by a creeper that you did not see in there. Or that spawned in there, rather. So I do corners and middle for my light sources. Quickly go sleep and come back out. Now the only thing that I've actually ever done otherwise for the pen, I haven't had much need recently because I kind of changed how the game works, or not how the game works, how I've handled hostile mobs in the last few years. I used to put glass blocks on the top. But it's not necessary if you dig out at least 2 blocks of space. That are completely free. So now with this setup, spiders can't get on even from that spot. I mean, it's not like, it's not all that important. That's like the only other thing I've ever done, really. I don't know, you build it however you want. Okay, so I found cows. Where would I find... Right over there. So let's do... Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Darn it. Okay. So, chicken right over here. But I need need a second one. There's a second one. There's a third and a fourth. I have eggs, I can make cake, but the cake's a lie. Do not believe the lie. So okay, 4 chickens. So same deal. Use seeds to keep their attention and breed them. So as far as tameable or breeding mobs goes, chickens use seeds, cows and sheep use wheat, pigs used to be wheat, but they switched that to carrots. Ocelots are fish, dogs are... But no, ocelots don't breed, do they? No, ocelots don't breed. No, actually, no, they do. Get back there, you... Sorry, it's been a while. Yeah, during one of the updates, they fixed it. The last time I even bothered with an ocelot, they weren't able to breed. So I was confused. Yeah, ocelots are fish, and wolves/dogs are bones. Horses are golden apples, I believe. That was one of the most annoying things to learn. It's been a while since I tried breeding horses though, so. And rabbits, I don't know if you can breed rabbits. Probably can. Nope, test it. Alright, so there we go. I got my 2 basic ones. Cow and chicken. Alright. That. So I'm not going to be too concerned with the chickens, because I typically go for the infinity enchantment on my bow anyways. But that's a decent way of getting a more consistent form of getting feathers for arrows, rather than harvesting them directly from skeletons or hoping to find them in chests somewhere. Alright, so I'm going to drop out these resources, and then I'm going to go check out the Desert Temple finally. So the Desert Temple was put into one of the updates a few years back. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a while. And it's a fun update, or at least, you know, it's they're fun to find. I like them. I'll just say that. So farm tools. Okay. This, drop that. Alright. So now where am I at? Okay. I'll wait a little bit. And go check out the Desert Temple once I sleep. Okay, so one last thing real quick. For the farms, what you can do here is once you've planted, or even before that, you can place a block over the water source. This should prevent the crops from falling into the water block, which will save you time and effort in jumping into the water, like you would probably see me do in this video. There we go. So. Yeah. Go. There we go. Okay. So now, Jungle Temple. That way. Alright. Not Jungle Temple, Desert Temple. Oh, Lord. Okay, so there's main entrance right here, and the side entrances. And there's this thing here. So, outward appearance, just a bunch of sandstone, carved sandstone, chiseled sandstone, and then it's colored clay. Not entirely true. If you knock out and hit shift to crouch and knock out those, and you'll see down there. You'll also see that stone right there just looks like regular stone. It's actually a pressure plate. Don't step on that. So what we're gonna do, come down around the wall. Knock out the plate. Ta-da! Alright. No gunpowder emeralds. Not bad. Now I get a free chest. Rotten flesh. Some string. Sand. Some gold ingots. And, ooh, looting 1. Not bad. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it before. If you break a storage device of some sort, so whether it's like a dispenser or a chest or furniture, whatever, if you break it and it has objects in it, all those objects will immediately pop out, because you can't take you can't just carry a full chest of items. It'd be awesome, but that's not how the game was built to do that. So I don't really need any of this stuff, so. And I certainly don't need that much rotten flesh. I don't really need. I'll take the sand. I don't really need that. The okay, I made a mistake. Not clay, terracotta. And that. I'll keep this stuff. Yeah. So the precious item loot is the biggest reason to go for the temples, at least this temple. If you need a source of, or just a quick source of bone, it's not a bad thing to seek out, because there's typically going to be bone. But yeah, its biggest thing are the chance to find emeralds, diamonds, gold ingots, sometimes iron ingots. The saddles. Sometimes you can find horse armor. I think you can find leads. Should be able to find name tags. But yeah, that's Desert Temple. Alright, so I'm gonna go put those chests down here. Let's see where I stop at. Right, so do. That. All right. Take that. So that is. Livestock and the Desert Temple. I consider this a very successful video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed learning a few more things about Minecraft. And that'll be all for today. Next time, I plan to get into enchanting and finally head over to the village that's nearby and trade out some of these emeralds, and hopefully I'll find like an ocean monument map or a woodland mansion map. What are they called? They call those explorer maps or something. I think. So yeah, that's next on the list. So until then, keep up your Minecraft work, and I will see you next time.